Hi there, I'm Joe Ty, author of the Florence Prescription, and I want to thank you for making it part of your book club. And I want to make a couple comments, but first, a quick story. Late last year, I was privileged to speak at the Ohio Organization of Nurse Executives, and I got to tell the story of C.C. Peters. She is a labor and delivery nurse who works at Fairfield Medical Center in Lancaster, Ohio. She read that book. She saw in herself some of the character Sarah Rutledge, you know, the nurse who's got excellent clinical skills and a toxic negative attitude, and she wasn't proud of that. She made the commitment to change. And with her permission, I've been telling her story. And I told her story to about 400 nurse executives in Ohio. Cece was there along with her boss, the chief nursing officer. So I got a chance to point her out, and she got the most incredible ovation. And after the presentation, several other people from Fairfield Medical Center came up and wanted to tell me how Cece's example had affected them and their workplace and how it was a much better organization. And that captures the two essential goals that I had in writing this book. And of course, like every author, I was hoping to write something that people would enjoy reading. But beyond that, my goals were, number one, to give people some practical tools to change their lives in a positive way and the inspiration to use those tools. Things like the Self-Empowerment Pledge, 7 simple promises, one for each day of the week, simple but not easy, that are life-changing. Responsibility, accountability, determination, holding yourself responsible and accountable and being determined so that nobody else has to do it for you. And the Pickle Challenge, a simple promise that says, I'll turn every complaint into a blessing or a constructive suggestion. And when people take these things to heart, it really can be life-changing. And the second goal is to help change organizations, the way Cece and her colleagues did through their example. And in the book, it describes the process of defining your invisible architecture of core values and organizational culture and workplace attitude. And it gives some practical ideas for how do you build upon the 8 essential characteristics of a culture of ownership, which I'm convinced in today's highly competitive, turbulent, fast-changing healthcare environment is a non-negotiable requirement if you really want to be a great place to work and provide excellent patient experiences. And so I hope you'll have a great conversation as you talk about the book. I hope you'll keep me posted and let me know how the discussion is going. And if there's anything I can do to help enliven and enlighten that conversation, please just let me know. One last thing. Here's what it takes to change an organization. A handful of people. We call them spark plugs. A few people like you who engage in a book club and don't just talk about the book, but think about how what's in the book can affect their lives and how the ideas and the strategies in that book can help them promote a stronger, better workplace. And I hope that's what you'll do. And when I'm there next month, I'm looking forward to visiting with you and talking about how I can help in that process. I will see you then.